Good morning, geometry. It is Friday. The first thing in your Google Classroom looks like this. It says triangle sort congruency statements. Let's go ahead and open that up. And if we remember from last time we do that, if we click this little arrow up in the right hand corner, we get a little bigger. We can go full screen, we get a little bit more. And then if you use your magnifying glass tool, you'll actually be able to zoom in and see what's going on. But then don't forget to switch back to the arrow. So for this one, you are dragging the cards over into place. Same as before, you're finding two triangles that are labeled by side, side, side. And then you're going to write several things this time. You're going to write the triangle congruency statement, which is triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF. But then you're going to write the 6 corresponding parts congruency statements. 3 sets of angles, 3 sets of sides. Whether they were marked or not, once you state that those triangles are congruent, you can use those. We have all 6 pieces congruent. Again, even though 3 sides were currently marked congruent, once the whole triangle is congruent, now all 6 things are congruent. Okay, so go ahead, take some time, work on this, pause the video, and then come back when you're done. Now we're going to do 2 more proofs in our triangle proofs document. So go ahead and open this up and scroll down to this proof here that looks kind of like a paper airplane. Okay, just like we have been the whole time, mark what you know. We know that ln is congruent to mn, but it's not letting me write on that. There. LM is perpendicular to PN, so if it's perpendicular, it means they have right angles. And we're trying to prove that those 2 triangles are congruent to each other. So think about what we know that's not already marked. This PN has to be congruent to itself. We also are going to know, because these are right angles at P, that they're going to be congruent. Okay, let's start writing. ln is congruent to mn because it was given. LM is perpendicular to PN because it was given. All right. I've talked you through the basics. I want you to take a couple minutes and fill in the next steps of the proof. There's going to be 1, 2, 3. Step 6 should be where you get to the congruency statement. So I want you to stop the video and complete this proof. Okay, I've given you just the justifications here. Make sure that your justifications match. And then I was thinking about what justification is going to be at the end with the triangles congruent. So I'm going to come over the triangle and I'm going to start in a corner that doesn't have anything going on, and I'm going to trace around it and see what I get. So if I trace around, I hit a side, and then I hit a side, and then I hit an angle. So I would think that it would be side, side, angle. But we've talked about how that one is a no-go in geometry. So what are we actually looking at here? It's a right triangle. So for the first time, we're going to be doing a hypotenuse leg proof. Okay, definition of perpendicular gets us the right angles. And right angle theorem gets us those right angles congruent to each other. Yes, you have to use all three letters because there are two angle P's. And then reflexive Pn is congruent to itself. So there's your first hypotenuse leg proof. Okay, the next one we're going to do is this one. We're going to mark things together, and again, I want you to try to walk it through on your own. So we have TS congruent to QR, RS congruent to QT. Looking at it, what else is congruent that you know for sure? Well, this QS is shared. So there's your setup. We only have sides marked, so it's going to be a side, side, side proof. So I want you to work through the proof on your own. Pause the video now. Okay. Do your statements match my statements? All right, I'm going to go ahead and put the justifications in here in just a second. Okay, that's the final proof. Today I want you to work on these two proofs on your own. You should have enough time to complete them before we have the Google Meet today. So do your best, and then if you have any questions, that would be the time that we discuss those. I'll see you in the last 10 minutes of class.